You there, Dennis? Dennis, you there? Can you hear me? I don't hear you. Your microphone's muted. That's why. I didn't join the Hangout to watch.
Hold on, my volume's down. Hold on.
I think your mic was muted. You there? Sumner's Rift. Oh my God! Why am I getting an instant message to me now? 1 sec. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Your volume's a little low, but not too bad. Can you hear me all right?
I had to switch rooms so I wouldn't bother anybody.
In the library?
I am now. Well, I'm in a conference room in the library.
I gotcha. So what's going on?
Not much, not much.
I wouldn't worry too much about your team not having beaten somebody better or struggling, whatever, right now. It seems really good. So I think, there's probably been a little bad luck or whatever. And, and so probably you'll be in better shape for the playoffs.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, there's some really good teams on our side. So we'll see.
You have a sore throat?
Nah, I'm all right. Just a little frog in the throat.
I don't want to turn my volume up too much because my game volume will be up. Oh no, I can turn off my game noise because I know you did. So you don't need it. You don't use it anyway. Let me turn that off. Okay, instead of turning it off, I turned more on. Hold on 1 second.
No problem.
How many are there? Any other, or so? How many? Excellence on your side.
There's at least one excellent. I think it's Baltimore. I think. But just the other teams are stacked. They have a lot of good players. I think I can beat anybody, but I could also lose to any of the teams in the playoffs. So that's typical. I mean, same thing in SoMeFA. When you look at the SoMeFA playoff matchups, like I'm going to get stuck playing Tennessee because there's no way Nelson's beating Tennessee.
You don't like the coaching matchup?
I don't like the talent matchup. If you would switch teams, I would think Nelson would win.
Yeah, but you give John a chance.
Yeah.
You get, what I'm saying. If you switch rosters,
maybe
you give John a chance. But right now, unless it's one of those miracle -5 turnover games, Nelson's got that's extremely unlikely.
How did he lose 5 or 6 games anyway? Talking about John with that team.
Yeah, I don't know. We lost at the end to someone like Cincinnati. Somebody who screwed their draft position. You know where I'm going to be drafting next year? Now,
5th, 6th,
10th.
No way.
No, not 10th, 9th. I'm drafting 9th.
Brutal.
Yeah, because I won 3 of my last 4.
No.
6 and 10 and drafted 9th.
That's a killer. That is.
Not really. It's all right. I pride myself on my drafting, so I kind of tell myself, all right, if I'm drafting in the top 15, I should be able to do well every year. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, Renee was probably tanking. Come on.
Which team is he?
The Giants.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've seen he has 20 Romo and DeMarco Murray. I know he's got a defense full of fours, but we've seen that same team in the past with him, and time again that he'll go, 5-11, 6-10, more like 7-9 at least. He'll go 6-10, 7-9, and give you close competitive games regularly with that type of team. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but his quarterback is Nick Foles, right? That's not a good.
No, he's got Tony Romo.
He does? I don't think so. I treated him Nick Foles in that league. How did he get Romo?
It's Omifa?
Yeah, no, Tim Boyer has Romo. Remember, you always hear about him. He's got Nick Foles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, that quarterback card is.
No, he's got Kyle Orton.
Oh, he traded for Kyle Orton. I forgot about that.
He's got Kyle Orton and Teddy Bridgewater. He's got Kyle Orton. He's got Kyle Orton and Chris Ivory. He's got a bunch of 7s and 5s in the offensive line, 1-6 at left guard.
Paul in Battle Royale.
What, Paul made a pick? I saw Patrick's picked. Who did Mike Stuckey give me another pick?
Stuckey picked Arizona defensive line, and the Chargers picked the Jacksonville defensive line.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, I know.
He's funny. He wants to fuck me over, I think.
He likes their pass rush, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that was one of my candidates because they have a right in the 0. So I could take it. There's a couple of ones I could take late because I got Nikovich and J.J. Watt already.
Yeah, what's nice about that pick is
this team is not good, but with Renee, that's not a 2-14 team. They got 4. The defensive line goes 5-5-5-5 with 2 12s on it.
Well, keep in mind he picked that guard first overall last year or 2 years ago. So, unless there's a standout.
But that was that draft where that was the Sheldon Richardson draft where there was like a bunch of pretty good guys, but nobody where you were like, oh wow, you keep kicking it to my 2-back. It sucks.
Right.
Michael Spurlock. I gotta take a touchback.
50.
Say what?
Every time you brought it out, you've gotten the 50. So
kick it to Spiller. I'll take it out. It's a touchdown on 4.
Spiller's been nice. Did anybody take that kick returner, punt returner in Battle Royale yet?
Buffalo, no. And they got pillaged by somebody for Leotis McKelvin. I don't know if he's a good punt returner or not.
That might be a nice little addition to add there for.
Well, Spiller fumbles and his running guard times. He fumbles. He can't catch like he normally does.
Just for the kick.
The kick return?
Yeah, like if you drafted a wide receiver that has a good punt returner, you could just add him as your kick returner.
But I bet you never thought you'd see Stevie Johnson getting so many bombs down the field at this point in his career.
Bring it. Stevie's tired. He's like, dude, what are you doing to me?
You're getting in shape for next year.
I love it. Bombs away.
I should just run the ball, run the clock faster.
No, you got a nice dump off here. This is my problem with this team. It just no pass rush. Oh, wait a minute. George Selby with his second sack of the year.
That's George Selby?
8 out of
100. Louis Vasquez, 4-3. Oh, no.
I know. He had an 8 out of 100 chance of pulling that off. Kristen Michael's looking better. I think that pickup might actually pan out for you.
We'll see. The guy was on 3. The guy was on 3 teams this year, and he was on one of them twice. So 4 teams if you want to. From. Yeah,
but the way
from August 15th through Christmas, he was on 4 teams.
The way he looked and his comments, were just.
You mean after he came back to the Seahawks?
Yeah.
Well, tell me what were some of his comments.
Well, just that he knows this is his last chance. He's taking it seriously. You saw the look in his eye after some of those runs. I mean, he was really giving his full effort. I think before he was kind of half-assing it a little bit. He was a second-round pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and a big star in college.
Yeah, when you get cut a couple times, it like.
And I mean, and the guy is excellent. The guy is legitimate NFL quality running ability. And that's why I liked him so much. When I looked at his clips from Texas A&M, I said, he just looks like an NFL back. I mean, he's got the size and the speed and the quickness. And we talk about size. I don't just mean like height. I mean, he's got like a nice running back build, like Adrian Peterson type of build. You like a guy who it's like around 6 foot, 228 or whatever. He's kind of thick, but not so thick that he's like weighed down like maybe Chris Ivory or Eddie Lacy, and Chris Ivory has to run violently to be successful.
Right.
You can score a lot of points now because I'm not talking instead of coaching too much, as opposed to the 38 you already have. Now you can really get going. But
I just want this clock to run. Let's do it.
I actually have not given up as many points as I'm making it sound like. Somehow I started learning how to coach the defense around week 5, week 6, which is not easy with this.
It's amazing that you won some of the games you won with a poor defense and the 2-0 cornerbacks.
Well, yeah, but you're overlooking the good run defense.
Forgot about that.
And yeah, but we was just saying that if you have a poor pass defense card with corner zeros and no pass rush, that it's hard to stop people in the dump off league.
Possible.
But I have a nose tackle 4, so I should be all right.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's a good nose tackle for Chris Baker. He's going to be great next year.
It might be a 6 next year.
That'd be nice. I picked him up in Somifa.
Yeah, someone told me that they threw him in a trade to you accidentally. They gave you a frowny face on it. I was like, what are you throwing guys into trades for who are like starting for the NFL team? You know what I'm saying? Not that Chris Baker. I drafted him like 2 leagues. He's on 2 of my teams.
Yeah, I don't know if he was marked down as a starter then, but I was happy because I had a Ryan Pickett as my 4 backup nose tackle, and he wasn't in the league. And Baker was. I just wanted somebody who was still in the league. That's the only reason I did that.
Yeah, well, he was one of those guys that when he was in our drafts, you could get him like 8th, 9th, 10th round.
Right.
And he was a possible starter, possible future nose tackle. So it was a good pickup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, he's on my own win team, and he's on my SSFA team. He's one of the holdovers on the SSFA team who's not being traded.
Nice. Yeah, well, you'll trade him next year when he's worth more. That's the good.
We'll see. My team might not be that bad next year. You might be surprised. Based upon if something I've read about holds up, you might be surprised, sir.
Tell me.
I'm not going to tell you. You'll undermine me and ruin it.
What you're gonna pick somebody in the draft that's really good or something?
Maybe.
Oh, I see.
Depends. But not that the team's going to be good, but they could be 8-8. Now this year they'll be 2-14. Is like that's the upside this year right now. Really, 30-14 are going to go for it? Oh my goodness! They're going to throw the ball. Looking past be a good player because I keep leaving my guys there though. I do get through it. I didn't get to though. Haha. That's what you get.
I'm just looking to pick up first downs and move the clock, not trying to rub it in.
Yes. Punting does not move the clock, I guess.
Not when you have it and start bombing away. Well, yeah, if you're going to run the ball, that's good.
No, it's all right. That's a normal situation to go for. I don't have a problem with that. But you go for all the time anyway.
Exactly.
It's not like I'm playing NFL Ed and 31-0. He goes for it, like 4 minutes left. Then I'd be like, what is that? Then I'd be like, what is that doing? Why is that doing that?
Yeah. Ron Dickinson, Tim Bollier, and Ed, you can always count on a punt when you're in that situation.
You made a good point about being happy when the other guy punts. Remember one of the shows we were talking about?
Yeah.
Whether to go for it, how often people go for it.
Right.
And you're like, think about this. When you're on defense and it gets to 4th and short, you are relieved. You're so happy when the other guy punts. That's true. Well, C.J. Spiller didn't exactly take off in New Orleans, did he?
Who was that?
I said C.J. Spiller didn't exactly take off in New Orleans, did he?
He was hurt.
Hey, they weren't really using him. He was saying he was healthy. Lately, he was like, they kept asking him about it. Finally, he finally said something. He was like, well, I can't really explain why they're not really using me, you know?
Yeah, Tim Hightower. You know, when you got him on your team, you want to give him everything.
Oh, yeah. How you like me now?
Boom.
All right. Let's see. Am I supposed to go for 2 here? 18 makes it. No, I'm not supposed to go for 2 here.
No, definitely. You get within 2 scores with a 2-point conversion.
38-22 or 38-21. Yeah.
2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions, but
I'll just kick the extra point.
All right.
I'm not going to win anyway.
But you're putting up 21 points on my supposedly excellent defense. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
More disconcerting, I think, for you. I was actually winning the ball pretty well for parts of the first half.
Oh, absolutely.
I had a couple of good drives going.
I do not know what's wrong with my team. My defense is just the opponent gets exactly what they need. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they need 8 yards, they get 8 yards.
Well, you have not given up a lot of points, though.
Yeah, I guess.
But
I'll be fine. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I don't think this is the best team in ought to win this year. So if I get on a run and
look, this is a very good team. Don't sell yourself short. The team has been struggling. This is great. This is for autumn. This is great. In my opinion, this is a great team. I looked at the team. I looked at the team just briefly before we played today. And I was like, I have no chance. And I know I have a bad team, but I'm like, look, you're excellent. You got sixes all over the place. You do have some pass rush. I think you got fives over the secondary, but with the excellent pass defense cards, that's fine. You got Russell Wilson and good pass and reasonable pass blocking, really good receivers. Frank Gore. Who's your backup running back? Do you have one?
Juwan Thompson, but he's limited by that.
The low carry thing, garbage. Yeah. You got Frank Gore. You know how to use Russell Wilson while you're sprinkling your end runs. You're playing someone like me who hates him enough that he's going to try and catch you on those.
I mean, it's definitely one of my best chances to win the title, but it's not going to be. I'm going to be a middle seed, and I'm going to have to play probably like Mark and.
Yeah, but going on the road doesn't matter because there's no home advantage.
True.
Where's Michael Rivera? He was lighting it up. He was stymieing the defensive coordinator scheme.
I'm just taking the default formations. I'm not switching them. So.
I see. That's going to hurt you, Dennis.
I actually have a meeting in 12 minutes, so I'm just trying to click through this.
They're at the library? They're at the library?
No, I have to go run back to work.
You have to leave?
I have the meeting in this conference room.
The meeting starts in 12 minutes, or you have to leave in 12 minutes?
Yeah. No, it starts in 12 minutes. But the meeting is in this room. So we meet, consortially, whatever.
All right. Well, look, if we have to go and save the game and do the last 10 minutes or whatever tonight or whatever, we can do that. Okay.
Sounds good.
Who are you throwing it to?
I'm throwing it to one of the 5 receivers I have.
That's the shitty thing about my JJ Watt pick is that the tight end and blocking backs there are brutal. But I was like, you know what?
I love that pick though. I was thinking about doing the same thing when I decided to go ahead and get my extra value by getting the right tackle. But I love that pick. I think that you're going to have such a stud defensive line. And then even if you could wait till the very last
I can wait to the end to draft the defensive line. I'll still have at least a good run defense with pass rush.
Yeah.
I already had pass rush.
Yeah.
I already had pass rush. My left end's a 9. My right end's a 12. My right end's a 12 with a 9 asterisk every play. I don't have to blitz anybody to get that. Right. And there's very few. There's very few 7 pass blocking backs, and and you have to then use a blocking back. So even though I think you can stand around a lot in this rule set,
right.
It's still getting sacks is still a big deal. If you get the I think that's one of the things that separates Mankiewicz from me. I think he focuses on the pass rush more than I have. I have focused more on the corners and standing around. So
yeah,
but
the hidden benefit of doing something like that, I could just blow off offensive line and take nobody's going to take New England with a missing right tackle, so I could just blow off offensive line and take it in the last round. You can blow off defensive line and take it in the last round because you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, you got Gronk though, so you got a legitimately great player with your pick. Whereas I only got JJ Watt. The tight end blocking back there is not good. The tight end is okay. He's a tight end. He's okay, but it's not. It's you got a great tight end, and the option to do that postpone to the end for a unit. Whereas I got the great player. Oh, I got a great player who'll be part of. I got a great player who'll be part of the unit I'm postponing. You got a great player at a different position, and then you could also postpone. So,
right.
But I love it. Exactly. I love it because that down line with the asterisk is just a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
definitely. And it's not just a asterisk; it's a huge asterisk.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not. It's not. Yeah, it's not a 6'12" 4. So, haha. Ryan Yo could make the block. But what was he gonna say was I'm probably gonna play a 4-3. Almost certainly. Almost certainly. I like those. Looking at I didn't do the math this year like I've done in another battle royales. Well, I did a fair amount, but I didn't do it all because I kind of know what's going on pretty much, and I can just like look and rank. I don't need to do all the math at this point.
Right.
And I was just busy with other things, you know. I keep double teaming D-Jack, so you probably can throw to him. I don't always double team.
You left him open one time. You left him open one time, and that's when I got a dump off.
I might have been early. I thought you might run it, but I was like, that's a pussy move. Then it's a line to do pussy moves. But you might have run for it and then gone for the 4th down. I didn't think about that. Okay.
No, that was 4th down.
That was 3rd and 5.
Oh, was it? Okay.
That's what it matters. You're padding your stats now. My defense is playing much better in the second half. Looks like you will not be scoring 62 points.
No, I planned on
really
not breaking 40 if possible.
I'm up. It's only a 17. It's only 30-21. You can still score. You're not running. It's not running up.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to burn clock though.
That was a bad spot. I needed a challenge flag.
You had to love that Seahawks Carolina game. Every time they needed a first down, they got exactly 2 or 3 times they got like exactly what they needed yardage wise. Fisherman was like right at the tip of the ball.
This is the Seahawks or Carolina?
The Carolina Panthers.
I was loving in the first half. I was getting a little nervous in the 4th quarter. When you guys lined up for onside kick, I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Why didn't
after last year, at the end of the game, I was like, after last year's Green Bay thing, and after the fucking Blair Walsh field goal, you guys are going to do some bullshit again with like, you know, I'm saying something crazy at the end.
Yeah, both of those though were not our fault.
You don't understand that Blair Walsh kick killed me. I was like, are you kidding me? I've been hearing about the Seahawks and Russell Wilson nonstop for 3 years. They're about to lose to the Vikings. The Vikings, hello, 12-10, and this fucking idiot can't even make a 27-yard field goal. And he made 2 kicks from like beyond 40 yards before that. I was like, come on, that would have been so sweet for the anti-Seahawks fans.
That was nerves. It had to be nerves. He's a good kicker. Just
no, he's not a good kicker. He was a great kicker as a rookie. He's been very shaky ever since then.
True.
Well, I don't know what that's about, but if I had him in a strat, I would not. Look, he was one of those guys. Again, don't draft kickers highly, Mr. Greg the Leg. Oh, I transferred and invested in him. I got to get something. But
I wish they would change that rule in SOMIFA. Why do we have to do it so early?
6th round?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a NFL Ed. That's a cup that's a Lipton tea special. Yeah. Courtesy of NFL Ed. You're gonna live with that one. Yeah, you're gonna run another line book. You paid core stats, so he's tired here. So you doing? I'm just trying to burn clock. I know.
No, I'm trying to score now. You said I could score, so
I'll double fair just to stymie you. Okay. Must run for the first down. Oh, come on. Bullshit. I should have double teamed Olsen. Ouch. 44-21. Are you not allowed to go for the donut, though? You can, but that'll hold it against you. At least kick it to Spiller. Let me get some enjoyment here. Get a shot at the juicy 7-8-12.
There you go. There's Spiller.
There you go.
Take it to the house. Take it to the house.
No, I'd rather get a 52-yarder. Okay. At least, I think Michael Floyd probably has 100 yards receiving. He's keeping his dominant big average action going.
Go for it.
No, I think he already has well enough.
I'm not gonna double team. Just gonna call base. You do what you want.
So I think Butch is the only guy up there before me.
For what? For pick?
Yeah.
Who are you taking?
You do not advise Butch on his picks, do you?
Do not.
Believe it. Well, I was saying that. I was saying after I took Watt, I said this pick's not going to get back to me, but I got to look it over. But I might take the Dallas offensive line.
Nice.
And I'm going to go because this is an old school set, and if I do get that, I have a good looking defense already. I'm going to go for the defense running the ball, old school strat.
Nice. I like it.
Because they're not the best offensive line by total points, and nor the best by pass blocking, mostly because they got a left guard 3, but they got fucking 3 6s and 2 5s,
Can't go wrong with that.
including 6'5" on the interior. So I can, Zeb Strong will be the new offensive coordinator.
Right. I like it.
I thought you liked that one.
Plus, you get some chances to go deep.
Well, that's the thing too, and there's plenty of reasonable quarterbacks left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From what I see.
Yeah.
And Matt Ryan's still out there.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And
we talked about.
Good.
I think we talked about it before. Like, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in this.
Exactly. Lots of modern NFL.
I'm gonna have to save it here, and we'll go over it later. Okay.
All right, Dennis. I'll see you later.